Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Leonardo Leite, just to let you know that we are already broadcasting. But we are going to start the class in approximately 5 minutes. So if you're watching this as a replay, just fast forward 5 minutes. Vamos começar em aproximadamente 5 minutos. All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me? All right, all right, all right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? Yes, you can hear me. Hello, Leite, Márcio, Walter, Claudinha, Eduardo, Reinaldo, Eliette, Conde Souza. Hello, Márcio, Edson. All right, all right. Okay, guys, welcome. All right. This is nice. Let me get this out of the way here. Okay, hello, Emily. Hello, Paulo Maha. How are you all doing? Is the sound okay? Is the sound all right? Yes? Okay, good. Good. So welcome to the magic story number 27. Number 27. All right. One more time. Welcome to this VIP English Club by Mauro Vergara. I am Leonardo Leite. Yes, that's me. Hello, our glorious Anna Alckmin, our beautiful moderator. How are you, Anna? Okay, good. Oh, Edson Jr. says, yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. Okay, guys, once again, thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to me. It means that you have been enjoying the lessons. If you're here for the first time, let me know if you're here for the first time, because this is a magic story lesson. In a magic story lesson, what really matters is your training, is your listening, is your speaking. Okay, we don't do a lot of grammar here, although today's class is going to be nice. Because this is... Hello, Elizabeth Andrade dos Santos. First time. Welcome. Welcome to VIP English Club. This is Magic Story. Welcome to our Magic Story, Elizabeth. All right? And if you're here for the first time, let me know when you are a student, when you are learning English, and it's funny because I don't like to say English student. I prefer English learner, okay? Because here you don't study English. You practice, you train your ears and your mouth, all right? So it is important that you understand this concept so that you can enjoy the most, that you can get the most out of this lesson. All right, this lesson is made of, I believe, 3 parts. All right, this video class here live that you are participating in right now. All right, the audio that you can download and you can listen to this class, and you can also download the PDF. Let me show you the PDF here. And here is the PDF. Okay, so you're gonna be able to download this PDF here. Look how beautiful this is. Oh no, you're not seeing it. Okay, now you can see it. All right, this PDF here. All right, it's a nice PDF. So the first part is this video here, the second part is the audio, and the third part is the PDF. All right, the PDF is just a guide for you. All right, so if you are a beginner in this kind of training, you will need the PDF so you won't get lost. But with time, you won't even need the PDF, just the audio for you to practice. And you can take this audio anywhere you want. All right? Well, having said that, for those who are here for the first time, let me show you our lesson here. Okay? Let me grab the... Okay. Let me put the comments here on the screen. All right. Well, the reason I'm using a different PDF here, it's not really a PDF, okay? It's just a text file because I'm going to write on it, okay? And Anna Alckmin hasn't taught me how to write on the top of the PDF yet, but that's okay. You know, it's like a notepad for me, so it's going to be much easier for me and for you also to follow up here. Okay, so here is the story. This is the last of a series of 3 grammar practice. Remember, we don't do grammar here. When I say grammar practice, is when we change the verb tense of the story so that you can practice different verb tenses. All right? So that's why I say grammar practice. And we've been working with the same story about Jack and Carol. And this is the last one. Okay? The first one, we practiced the present. No, the past, right? Or the present. The present, yes. And we worked with the present, future, and this is present perfect. All right? And this is the only moment that you are going to see present perfect written here on your screen. So I need to tell you a little bit about this practice. All right? Because present perfect is a pain in the ass for the Portuguese speakers. Why? Because we do not use present perfect in Portuguese. That is the only problem. Because normally, when we are learning English, we have the tendency, we tend to try to translate in order to understand immediately. And for us, when we are learning English, it has to make sense in Portuguese. But present perfect does not make much sense in Portuguese if you translate literally. But it's largely used, and we use it all the time. And today, I am going to try to have you make it automatic for you to use present perfect. So throughout the lesson, I'm going to give you some hints. I may stop here and there to give you some explanations and show you the real trick. When I was learning English, all right, when I was learning English, I took about, I took about 6 months already speaking English to finally understand how to use it. So if you are seeing present perfect practice for the first time, don't panic, all right? Now, if you have been following the story of Jack and Carol, the same story of their lifestyle, it's going to be much easier because you already know the vocabulary. You already know the story. You already know what their lifestyle is like, okay? What they normally do in the morning, what they do in the afternoon, what time they do this, what time they do that. Very basic. So that will make it easy for you to switch between verb tenses, right? Last week we worked with the future using going to, gonna, will. And if you want to go back to that lesson, 26, I believe, yes. the lesson 26, Magic Story 26, you will see that it's by listening again and again and again and trying to answer the questions and talking to me here, looking at me in the video here, that you end up understanding how it works. You may not be able to explain it, but that's not for you, that's for me. Right? So you don't need to explain to yourself why you need to use will or going to or gonna. You feel it. Okay? You have the feeling. Because after all, it won't really matter. Sometimes you're going to be using will, sometimes you're going to be using going to, and you will do just fine. All right? Now, with this practice here, I made some changes in the story here, okay? I made some changes, and let me put, okay. I made some changes, and I'm going to show you the story. Well, before we move on to the story, let me get the story out of the way here, and let's try to remember Jack and Carol, right? So I'm going to ask you some questions. Remember, if you are here for the first time, you don't need to remember Jack and Carol's story, all right? Some people will type in the answers there, and some people will say the answer. The most important is that you say the answer, all right? So let's try to recap Jack and Carol here, okay? I start talking about Jack, right? Now, and I also start saying that Jack has a very interesting life. Now, where does Jack live? In a small town in California. All right, is he married? Yes or no? No, he's not married. Is he entirely single? No, he's not entirely single. Does he have a girlfriend? Yes, he does. What's her name? Carol, right? And do they live together or do they live in separate houses? They live together, right? Okay. And let's try to remember why they have a very interesting life. Not only Jack, right? But both of them have a very interesting life. So let's take a look and let's try to remember their daily routine, right? What time do they normally wake up? At 7. So they normally wake up at 7, right? And then what do they eat? Yes, right? So they have what? Breakfast. Okay. But what kind of breakfast do they have? A short breakfast. Remember? They have a short breakfast. Why? Because they go running. They go running. And until what time do they go running? Until what? 8, 8:30, right? 8:30. After that, at 8:30, when they finish running, what do? Swimming. They go swimming. Where do they go swimming? In the ocean, right? Good. And they get back to the house at around what? 9? Yeah, they get back to the house at around 9 o'clock. And then they take a shower. I'm looking at our story here. They take a shower, right? And they also, they get dressed. And they have breakfast again, but now they have a normal breakfast because they have already gone running, swimming in the ocean, and they have a nice breakfast. And then they start working. They go to work. Where do they work? From home. They work from home, right? They have their own home office, right? Okay, what else? And then what does Jack do? What does Jack do at work? He works from home, right? Answers emails, right? He answers emails, and then he starts recording videos at around 10:30. He starts recording videos for his clients, right? What else? Oh, he finishes recording the videos, and then he has some conferences, right? So it's very basic. He answers emails, records videos, and has some conferences with some business partners, right? Good. Well, what about Carol? Carol also works from home. And it's important to let you know, to tell everybody that they both work online, right? They have lots of clients and they help lots of people on the internet, just like I do here with you, okay? They do pretty much the same in their area, right? And Carol. So Carol goes to work, same time in the morning. But instead of answering emails, she has conferences with her clients. So she helps her clients live, like I'm doing here with you, okay? But normally one-on-one. Anyway, and then she finishes the conferences at about what? What time? 12 o'clock or noon. Right? Or noon. And then what? What does she do at 12 o'clock? She goes to the beauty salon. Yes, she goes to the beauty salon. That is true. Anyway, so after the conference, she goes to the beauty salon. And what else? What about their lunch? Do they have lunch? They do. Do they have lunch together? Yes, they do. What time do they have lunch together? This is interesting. It's late. At 2 p.m., right? Sometimes at home, sometimes out with friends. And what do they do in the afternoon? They are free. They are free in the afternoon to do whatever they want. So they travel. They take courses, they go to seminars, right? What about at night? Do they have dinner? Yes, they do. Do they have dinner together? Yes. What time do they normally have dinner? At 8, right? Good. And do they go to bed very late? No, they don't. What time do they normally go to bed? At 11. So this is basically their lives. Jack and Carol's lives. And we talked about this in the past, right? In 10 years ago, next year, right? And today, my friend, we're going to, let me show you this. Let me show you this. Here it is. Okay, in this story, we are going to talk about Jack and Carol using ever since 2017. Ever since last year. Now, allow me a short break and let me explain to you clearly in Portuguese what we're going to do. Nós vamos contar essa história do ponto de vista desde o ano passado, desde 2017. Ok? E é aí que você vai ver uma das mais comuns utilidades do present perfect. Ok? Então você vai imaginar que Jack e Carol fazem tudo isso, só que já desde 2017. Tudo isso começou ano passado e continua acontecendo. Alright? Então nós vamos dizer, só para você ter uma ideia, tá? Então nós vamos dizer que desde o ano passado o Jack tem uma vida legal, que desde o ano passado ele mora em tal lugar. Desde o ano passado ele trabalha assim assado. Desde o ano passado ele tem a namorada. Desde o ano passado, e você vai observar em This Magic Story que eu vou enfatizar o since 2017 or ever since 2017. Esse ever, don't worry, pode ser since 2017 or 2017 or ever since. Quando eu falo ever, é o seguinte, é todo o tempo desde 2017, ok? Esse ever é só para eu enfatizar, alright? If you don't want to use it, that's okay. O que você vai observar nessa história é que eu exagero. Então, esse exagero que eu faço nesta história é para training purposes. É apenas para o propósito do seu treinamento. Você não precisa, se algum dia você for escrever uma história, você não precisa a cada frase colocar ever since last year. Alright? Por que nós vamos fazer aqui para a sua mente se adaptar? Para toda vez que você lembrar e quiser recontar essa história do ponto de vista de ever since 2017, you will remember. Alright? Por isso eu fiz algumas modificações in the story. Alright? So, is that clear? Everybody with me? I haven't read the comments. And I won't be reading the comments because we've got lots of things to do today. Alright? Everything is fine, audio is great, video is just fine. Okay, good. All right, Analchimine did everything. Oh, Claudia says, oh, I love this class. Me too, I love this kind of class too. All right, Lydia said, agora eu aprendo essa jossa de present perfect. Well, remember, you will only really learn if you listen to this lesson again, if you watch this lesson again, and you have to answer the questions. You have to retell the story. All right? Good. So let's take a look at the text. Let me show you the text here. And let's do the reading. Okay? Here we go. Let me put it here. Okay. Ever since 2017, Jack has had an interesting life. He has lived in a small town in California, and he hasn't been married yet. And ever since last year, he's had a girlfriend named Carol. Since last year, they have lived together in a house near the beach. Why has Jack had an interesting life since last year? Well, let's take a look at what his life has been like since 2017. Ever since last year, they have been waking up at 7, and ever since last year, they've had a short breakfast. And ever since last year, they've gone running. Since last year, they've run until 8:30 and gone swimming in the ocean afterwards. Ever since last year, they have gone back to the house at around 9. And since last year, they have taken a shower, had a quick second breakfast, and gone to work right after 9 o'clock. Okay, this has been happening ever since last year, okay? Since last year, both Jack and Carol have worked from home. Since last year, my friend, they have worked online. And since last year, Each one of them has had his or her own office, home office in the house. Since last year, they have had many clients and have helped lots of people on the internet. Since last year, Jack has answered emails from 9 to 10 every day. And since last year, he has started recording the videos for his clients at 10:15. And since last year, he has finished recording at 12 o'clock noon. Since last year, he has had some online meetings with some business partners until 1:30. Remember, this has happened every single day for the past 1 year. Since last year, Carol has had lots of online conferences in the morning. And since last year, she has finished the conferences at noon. Since last year, Carol has gone to the beauty salon at about 12 o'clock every day. Since last year, Jack and Carol have had lunch together in their house. And since last year, they have been free in the afternoon. And since last year, my friends, Jack and Carol have had dinner together at around 8 p.m. And since last year, they haven't gone to bed very late. Usually at 11 p.m. Whoa! Cool, isn't it? Okay, good. So now I'm gonna go over phrase to phrase. Okay, phrase by phrase, and I'm gonna show you the difference. Okay? So look at me in the text behind me here. No, here. Okay? At me and here. All right? Here it is. Well, in the present, Jack has an interesting life today. Okay? But ever since 2017, Jack has had an interesting life. All right? Pause. Em português, não muda nada. Hoje, o Jack tem uma vida interessante. E desde o ano passado, o Jack tem uma vida interessante. It doesn't change. But in English, it does. All right? And that's the way we do it. So, Jack has had an interesting life. He has lived in a small town in California ever since 2017. Now, today, Jack is not married. And he hasn't been married all his life, okay? Not only ever since 2017. Since he was born, he hasn't been married yet. But ever since last year, he has had a girlfriend named Carol. And since last year, they have lived together in a house near the beach. Let's go back. Today, they live in a house. They started living in this house last year. They have lived together in this house since 2017. Okay? Let's move on here a little quicker. Okay? Ever since last year, they've been waking up at 7. Ever since last year, they have been waking up at 7. The reason this is a little bit different, just a little bit different, okay? Porque você poderia dizer, they have woken up at 7. It's okay. But this way, it's perfectly clear that it's every day desde ano passado. Okay? That's it. Ever since last year. Okay? And go, oops, here. And ever since last year, they've had a short breakfast. And ever since last year, they've gone running. Do you see the difference? Okay? See the difference? Today, they go running every day. Mas desde o ano passado, they have gone running. All right? Here's the same thing. Okay? Every day, today, they run until 8:30. But since last year, they have run until 8:30 every day, or they have been running until 8:30 and gone swimming in the ocean after running. Okay? Ever since last year, they've gone back to the house at around 9. Since last year, they have taken a shower. They have had a quick second breakfast. And they have gone to work after 9. Okay? Since last year, they have worked from home. Since last year, they have worked online. Since last year, each one of them has had his own home office or her own home office. Since last year, they've had many clients. Since last year, they have helped lots of people on the internet. Now, something that Jack does every day, but he has done it since last year. Antes de 2017, não era assim. A partir de 2017, é assim. That's why it's called present perfect. Okay? So, since last year, he has answered emails from 9 to 10. Since last year, he has started recording videos for his clients at 10:15. Okay? That means that today, he started recording the videos at 10:15. Yesterday, he started recording the videos at 10:15. 2 days ago, he started recording the videos 10:15 until last year. Okay? Until last year. You can go back. All right? Good. And since last year, he has had some online meetings. Same thing. What I'm showing you here is that the structure is the same. It's always have, has, and the verb. Like Adelia said, the verb in the participle. The participle. Okay? But that's okay. Don't worry about participle or participle. No, participle. Okay? Don't worry about this. Okay? Don't worry about this. Okay? You will learn the participle of the verbs as you need. As you need. Okay? And the ones that we have here are only have, had, answer, run. Very simple verbs. Very, very simple verbs. Okay? Good. So now, I'm going to read it again in a different pace. I'm going to read that again in a different pace so you can grasp the meaning again, and then I'll ask you the questions. All right? Here it is. Here we go. Ever since 2017, Jack has had an interesting life. He's lived in a small town in California, hasn't been married yet. And ever since last year, he's had a girlfriend named Carol. Since last year, they have lived together in a house near the beach. Why has Jack had an interesting life since last year? Well, let me tell you. Let's take a look at what his life has been like since 2017. Ever since last year, they've been waking up at 7, and ever since last year, they've had a short breakfast, and ever since last year, they've gone running. Since last year, they've run until 8:30 and gone swimming in the ocean afterwards. Ever since last year, they've gone back to the house at around 9. And since last year, they have taken a shower, had a quick second breakfast, and gone to work right after 9 o'clock. Since last year, since 2017, both Jack and Carol have worked from home. And since last year, they have worked online. Since last year, each one of them has had his own home office in the house. Since last year, they've had many clients and have helped lots of people on the internet. Since last year, Jack has answered emails from 9 to 10. Since last year, he has started recording the videos for his clients at 10:15. And since last year, he has finished the recording at 12 o'clock noon. Since last year, he has had some online meetings with some business partners until 1:30 p.m. Since last year, Carol has had lots of online conferences in the morning. Since last year, she has finished the conferences at noon. And since last year, Carol has gone to the beauty salon at about 12 o'clock noon. Since last year, Jack and Carol have had lunch together in their house. Since last year, they have been free in the afternoon. And since last year, Jack and Carol have had dinner together at around 8. And since last year, they haven't gone to bed very late, usually at 11. Good. So now, we are going to retell this story by answering these questions here. Okay? I can put my face. Let me put my face here. Okay. Good. So now, take a look at the answers, at the questions. I'm going to ask you the question. If you remember, just tell me the answer. And now, if you can't, I'll give you the answer and then you can do it again. You can go back and practice this. All right? Are we all together here? Are we all together? Are you following me? All right, good. Good. So, what kind of life has Jack had since last year? Calma, calma. Take it easy. What kind of life has Jack had since last year? An interesting life. That's it. At this moment, you don't need, if you don't want to, you don't need to say, Jack has had an interesting life ever since last year. No, you can just say an interesting life. All right? And then we'll go back and practice the long answers too, okay? So what kind of life has Jack had ever since last year? An interesting one, right? Since last year, Jack has had a quite interesting life. Where, since last year, since 2017, where has he lived? In a small town in California. All right. Since last year, Jack's lived in a small town in California. Has he been married? Yes or no? No, he hasn't. Very good. Jack hasn't been married yet. Has Jack had a girlfriend since last year? Yes, he has. Ever since last year, Jack has had a girlfriend named Carol. All right? And have Jack and Carol lived together since last year? Yes, they have. They have lived together since 2017. They moved in together in 2017, last year. Where have Jack and Carol lived together since 2017? In a nice house near the beach. All right, they have lived together in a nice house near the beach, very close to the beach, right? Okay. Since last year, what time have they been waking up? Very good. Since last year, they have been waking up at 8, or they have woken up at 8. Let me explain to you why I said they have been waking up. Let me explain this to you. Because maybe we can forget wake and woken. So if you can't remember woken, just say been waking. Because it's something that happens every day. So that's okay. All right? Good. Good. Let's move on to the next question here. Okay? What have they done since last year? Okay, what have they done after they wake up? Have a short breakfast, go running. That's it. That's it. So ever since 2017, right, they have had a short breakfast and they have gone running, right? And how long have they run in the morning since last year? Until 8:30. From 7:30 to 8:30, right? So yes, since last year, they started last year. So since 2017, they have gone running until 8:30. All right? Where have they gone swimming since last year? We know that they have gone swimming after running ever since 2017, but where have they gone swimming every day? In the ocean. Very good. So they have gone swimming in the ocean ever since 2017, ever since they moved to this small town in California, right? And ever since 2017, what have they done after swimming? Back to the house, shower, another breakfast, right? And go to work. That's it. Good. So Jack and Carol, since last year, they've gone back to the house at around 9. They have taken a shower. They have had another breakfast. And they have gone to work every day since 2017. Where have Jack and Carol worked since last year? At home. Very good. They have worked at home, right? Ever since 2017, Jack and Carol have worked at home. Very good. Or worked online, right? How long have they had home offices? That's a nice question. How long have they had home offices? Since 2017. All right, ever since last year. Or for 1 year. It's up to you. So how long have they had home offices? 1 year? Since 2017? Since last summer? Okay, since last, I don't know, January, whatever. So they've had home offices ever since last year. What has Jack done at work since last year? When he started, right? When he started 1 year ago, what has he done at work since then? Answered emails, recorded videos, and have conferences with some business partners. That's it. So, Ever since 2017, Jack has answered emails from 9 to 10, right? Ever since last year, Jack has started recording the videos at 10:15, and at around 12:30 until 1, he has had conferences with his business partners ever since 2017, right? Another question here. How long has he answered emails for? How long has he answered emails for? 1 hour? 45 minutes? Right? He has answered emails from 9 to 10. He has answered emails for about 45 minutes every day ever since 2017 or 2017. Right? How long has he recorded videos for his clients? For about an hour and a half, right? Ever since he started doing this, he has been recording videos from 10:15 until 11:30, right? And after that, ever since last year, he has had conferences with his business partners. Great, isn't it? How long, question with how long is very interesting. How long have they had helped? How long have they, how long have they helped? How long have they helped lots of people on the internet? How long have they helped lots of people on the internet? Ever since 2017. Right? For 1 year. So they have helped people on the internet for about 1 year. They have helped a lot of people on the internet since last year. What has Carol done at work since last year? Conferences with her clients. So ever since last year, Carol has had conferences with her clients. How long has she had conferences in the morning? How long has she had conferences in the morning? Since last year. Since last year. She has had conferences with her clients in the morning ever since 2017. Right? Since last year, where has she gone after work? Since last year, where Carol has gone, or where has Carol gone after work? To the beauty salon. Ever since last year, Carol has gone to the beauty salon. What time has she gone to the beauty salon ever since last year? At 12 o'clock noon. All right. Where have Jack and Carol had lunch since last year? Where have they had lunch ever since last year? At home or out with friends? So, ever since last year, they've had lunch together at home or sometimes out. Next question. What has their afternoon been like ever since last year? So, how has their afternoon been ever since last year? Wonderful, right? So, what has their afternoon been like ever since last year? Free. They have been free in the afternoon ever since last year. Since last year, what time have they had dinner? At 8. At 8 p.m., right? And where have they had dinner ever since they moved to California? Ever since last year, where have they had dinner? At home. Now, ever since last year, have they gone to bed late? Have they gone to bed late ever since last year? No, they haven't. Ever since they moved to California, to this small town on the beach, ever since they moved there, they haven't been going to bed, or they haven't gone to bed late. What time have they gone to bed since last year? At 11. Very good. So now, before I answer all the questions here on the chat box, I'm going to show you the questions again. Okay? Here they are. I'm going to show you the questions. And by looking at the question, we are going to retell the story. All right? So here we go. Ever since last year, Jack has had an interesting life. He has lived in a small town in California since last year. He hasn't been married. But he has had a girlfriend named Carol ever since last year. They started together last year in 2017. So since last year, Jack has had a girlfriend. Her name is Carol. They have lived together. They have lived together since last year. And they have lived together in a nice house near the beach in this small town in California. Since last year, Jack and Carol have been waking up at about 8, right? And after that, since last year, they have had a quick breakfast, a short breakfast, and they have gone running. And they have run until 8:30. Since last year, since they moved to California, they have gone running until 8:30. And since last year, after running, they have gone swimming in the ocean. And since last year, after swimming in the ocean, they have gone back to the house, taken a shower, had a second breakfast, and gone to work. Since last year, Jack and Carol have worked from home. Since last year, they have worked online. They have worked online, and they have had their home offices since last year. Since last year, Jack has answered emails, recorded videos for his clients, and since last year, he has had conferences with his business partners until 12 o'clock noon. Jack and Carol have helped lots of people on the internet ever since last year. Carol, since last year, has had conferences with her clients all morning. And she has had these conferences all morning with her clients ever since last year. But not every, but ever since last year, Carol has gone to the beauty salon right after work. Ever since last year, Jack and Carol have had lunch together. Since 2017. And since last year, their afternoon has been free. Since last year, they have been free in the afternoon. And since last year, they've had dinner together at home at about 8 p.m. And since last year, they haven't gone to bed late. Normally at 11 p.m. Good. Good. So this is the practice that what you're going to do after we finish this class, you're going to go back in the video or in the audio and listen again with the PDF right in front of you. You don't need the video if you don't want to. Okay? You can use the PDF and the audio to practice this lesson. At the end, I'm going to show you something very, very powerful. And at the end, I will answer the questions. All right? The most important thing when we are practicing this verb tense, present perfect, actually it's going to be very useful when you ask how long. So now let me show you these questions here. Okay? Questions with how long. Now, I want you to ask me the questions, and these here, okay? These sentences here are the answers. All right? It's the situation. So let's start here. Jack has had an interesting life. All the questions I want you to ask with how long. So here, that's very simple. How long has Jack had an interesting life? How long has Jack had an interesting life? Jack has had an interesting life since last year. All right? He has lived in a small town in California. Ask me how long. How long? Whoops. How long has Jack lived in a small town in California? Okay? Got it? Good. So now you ask me the questions. Jack has had an interesting life. Question. Good. How long has Jack had an interesting life? He has lived in a small town in California. How long? How long has Jack lived in a small town in California? Okay. He has had a girlfriend named Carol. How long? How long has Jack had a girlfriend named Carol? It's tricky. It's easy, but it's tricky. How long has he had a girlfriend named Carol? Next. They have lived together in a house near the beach. How long? How long have they lived together in a house near the beach? Again, how long? How long have they lived in a house near the beach? Good. They have been waking up at 7. Ask me how long. Good. How long have they been waking up at 7? For 1 year. All the answers for these questions will be since last year or for 1 year. All right? They've had a short breakfast. How long? How long have they had a short breakfast? They've gone running. How long? How long have they gone running? They've gone running for 1 year. Both Jack and Carol have worked from home. Ask me how long. How long have they worked from home? Or how long have Jack and Carol worked from home? They have worked online. How long? How long have they worked online? All right. Each one of them has had his own home office in the house. How long? Come on. How long has each one of them had a home office in the house? Or how long have they had their home offices in the house? Good. They have had many clients and have helped lots of people on the internet. How long? 2 questions. How long have they had many clients? 1 year. How long have they helped lots of people on the internet? For 1 year. Jack has answered emails from 9 to 10. How long? How long has Jack answered emails from 9 to 10? Good. Carol has had lots of online conferences in the morning. Ever since last year. Ask me how long. How long has she had lots of conferences in the morning? Carol has gone to the beauty salon at about 12. Ask me how long. How long has Carol gone to the beauty salon at about 12? Jack and Carol have had lunch together in their house. The pronunciation of this sentence is tricky, isn't it? Jack and Carol have had lunch together in their house. Ask me how long. How long have they, or how long have Jack and Carol had lunch together in their house? They have been free in the afternoon. How long? How long have they been free in the afternoon? Jack and Carol have had dinner together at around 8 p.m. Ask me how long. How long have Jack and Carol had dinner together at around 8? They've gone to bed at 11. Ask me how long. How long they have gone to bed at 11. What you're going to do, you can write the questions with how long here. No problem, okay? You can write them here. If you don't remember the answer, listen to the audio and write down my answer here with the questions how long. All right? Not over yet. Not over yet. Now, the best part of this lesson. Are you ready? If you are here with me, okay, if you have stuck with me here until this time, congratulations. Because you're going to get the best practice. Why? Let me show you. Here it is. 3 questions with how long. Okay? Now, on the left side of the screen, I give you a situation. And with that situation, you're going to ask me how long. All right? Pause for strong explanation em português. Nesse exercício, você vai observar a diferença entre português e inglês quando nós utilizamos essa estrutura. E você vai perceber que em português é completamente diferente. Ok? Então, quando alguém chega para você e diz: eu sou um English teacher, ou eu moro em Los Angeles, e a pergunta que você vai fazer com how long é para saber há quanto tempo você é um English teacher, há quanto tempo você mora em Los Angeles, há quanto tempo você é casado, há quanto tempo você é casada, há quanto tempo você é engenheiro, há quanto tempo você aprende inglês, há quanto tempo você faz isso, há quanto tempo você faz aquilo, há quanto tempo o Jack mora na Califórnia, há quanto tempo ele tem esta namorada, há quanto tempo ele trabalha online, há quanto tempo eles têm cada um escritório em casa, há quanto tempo eles correm, há quanto tempo eles acordam às 7 da manhã, há quanto tempo eles dormem cedo, ok? E por que eu digo isso? Because it's the best way to remember present perfect. There are many other usages for present perfect, but this is the most useful. And this is the one that you can remember. All right? So, are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. I am an English teacher. How long? How long have you been an English teacher, Leo? Okay? All right? Good. I live in Los Angeles. Ask me how long. How long have you lived in LA? How long have you lived in LA? I'm married. How long have you been married? Renata is my wife. How long? How long has she been your wife? This kind of question is not intuitive for us Portuguese speakers. So you have to practice. You are not going to learn this if you don't go back and do it again. All right? We do not learn this just by Leonardo showing you this. You have to practice. So the more situations you create with questions with how long, the better your understanding of present perfect will be. Okay? Renata is an architect. How long? How long has she been an architect? All right. We are together. How long? How long have you two been together? How long have you been together? Right? We know each other. Nós nos conhecemos. We know each other. That is a very common question. Ask me how long. How long have you known each other? How long have you known each other? Okay? So every time you want to ask, há quanto tempo vocês se conhecem? How long have you known each other? Not how long do you know each other? All right, this is important. How long have you known each other? We dream of working from home. Ask me how long. How long have you dreamed or how long have you dreamt of working from home? when you get a verb like dream and you don't know if it's dreamed or dreamt, look it up. And then you go look it up, Google it, what's the participle of dream? And then you will see, and then you learn. You don't need to memorize the verbs in the third column of the verbs. All right? So we dream of working from home. How long have you dreamed of working from home? We have kids. How long have you had kids? How long have you had kids? My father is a journalist. How long? How long has your father been journalist? And then I'm going to write this down here. How long has your father been a journalist? How long has your father been a journalist? My father has an old car. Ask me how long. How long has he had an old car? All right. He lives in a nice house. Ask me how long. How long has he lived in a nice house? He's retired. Ask me how long. How long has he been retired? All right. My father is married to my mom. Ask me how long. Good. How long has he been married to your mom? Or how long have they been married? They are together. Ask me how long. How long have they been together? All right, guys, that's it. Did you notice? Did you notice how and why we use this structure called present perfect? Questions. Adelia says, can you explain when I use have been? There is no rule to have been. Let me write down here and I'll show you. Okay? This is very simple. Look. Leo says, I am a teacher. Ask me how long. How long, Leo, have you been a teacher? There is nothing to be explained. It's the verb to be. But the verb to be in the participle is been. That's it. Okay? It's the verb to be. If I say, for example, here, I work from home. Ask me how long. How long have you worked from home? It's not been, it's work. Okay, the participle of work is worked. So what you must know is the verb in the participle. That's all. And you're going to use the structure of present perfect. Have, has. In this case, go to Erica's lesson about present perfect. All right? Quando penso que não vai piorar, vem o Léo e dá mais um nó na minha cabeça. Sei que é uma questão de treinar, praticar. That's it. That's it. The most important thing is that get used to complications. All right? Get used to it. Challenge yourself. Challenge yourself. Ok? Essa história de Present Perfect, ela acontece com a ficha caindo de repente. É de repente. Alright? Very simple. Emily, dream of work. Of working é sonhar em trabalhar. We dream of working from home. Nós sonhamos. Eu tenho um sonho de trabalhar em casa. Ok? Because dream of, o verbo tem que ser no ing. Igual aquela aula que eu dei. Go working, go running, go jogging, dream of working, dream of going, dream of doing. Alright? Is it clear? Adélia Souza dos Santos, I love this class. Me too. Me too. Guys, my recommendation is that you take this lesson again and stick with this lesson for 1 week. For 1 week. In the VIP portal, there are 1 million activities. Okay? 1 million activities. If you abandon this lesson and go do something else with the series, with the movies, you will forget. Okay? You must intensify the listening and the speaking with the audio of this lesson. All right? If you have more questions? All right. No? Great. Guys, that's it. If you need me, just go back to the portal below the lesson and ask me any questions you want. I'm always there to see if you have any questions, to check the comments, and I'll answer straight away. All right? Guys, that's it. Thank you so much for being here. Let me put my headphones here. And let's go back to our song, yeah, there you go. Guys, thank you so much for being here, and I hope to see you next class sharp. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.